I always thought it was a gutsy move for Valve to completely phase out a working title. That decision had me feeling uneasy even before the game dropped. With such a high stakes move, you'd expect the launch to be nothing short of good, or at the very least, passable. But before we get into all that, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an automated service that lets you trade skins instantly for a fee, sign up now, and get up to $5 bonus. Simply add items from your inventory, then find skins that matches your current balance. Site offers live support 24/7. You can also top up your balance if you're missing a few dollars, and there's a lot of skins to choose from. Visit my link down below to get to SkinsMonkey. Alright, so what I'm about to say might not sit well with everyone. Point of this video is not to make you angry, nor is it my intention to provoke or promote negative energy. I simply want to share my opinions as someone who is a huge fan and has played Counter-Strike for over 20 years. If you've followed me over the years, you'll know that I am the last person to complain about some of the controversial things that Valve has done. I keep an open mind to all their changes, and I strive to understand things from their perspective before raising an eyebrow. However, when something to me is this noticeably wrong, I can't help but speak out. The official release of CS2 was rushed, and it's very disappointing. What I'm seeing is a significant lack of content, lack of core features, promises that essentially haven't been met, and still a lot of glaring issues. Keep in mind that CS2 was promoted as an upgrade to CSGO, which is no longer playable, so in some way it had to reach a certain standard at least. I mean, it's perfectly fine to go a few steps back to make a better game, but this is not that. Straight off, two of the most prominent features in CSGO are not available: community servers and workshop maps. Just missing out on these two suggests that the launch was not as well prepared as it should have been. There's also no danger zone, no war games, no unranked matchmaking, and many maps are missing. Additionally, if you try to load custom maps, you have to enable insecure in the launch options. It's also puzzling to see that they put significant effort into remaking Italy, giving it a fresh look and even updating its layout, but then chose not to include it in matchmaking. When Office is the only hostage map available, it's especially strange that Italy got sidelined. We were also promised new features for the released version of CS2. So what did we actually get? Well, we did get some very cool audio features and a new weekly drop system, so let me just make that clear. They are indeed positive additions. And we also got like a practice feature for new players, but feature-wise, that's pretty much it. Arguably, those features just don't necessarily fulfill the promise of quote-unquote new features that were teased for the release. The way Valve phrased it, it did sound like they had more planned for us, apart from what we've already got during the beta. I mean, in terms of content, there's nothing new, except for the two items reminiscing CSGO. I'm not saying boo-hoo, no operation, but again, it does feel lacking and it points to the game being rushed. There's also a lot of issues, some old but also new to this release. I will defend Valve here by saying some of the issues causing crashes or not being able to play is rather normal, but again, keep in mind this was promoted as an upgrade. Furthermore, Valve did address some issues that the beta or limited test had, one of the notable things being the camera floating up and down on slopes, but there are still a lot of glaring issues even during release. For example, player collision has been improved, but it's not fixed. It's just slightly less noticeable. I mean, let me make this clear. If a release has some issues, that's fine. I understand that game development is challenging and time-consuming, but I'm not criticizing their skills or effectiveness. This release was rushed, and the planning and decision-making has led to an underwhelming release. Valve missed their initial summer release, and I feel like they must have underestimated the game's state, yet they still felt forced to release something which compromised its quality in the process. I mean, really, at this stage, it feels more like an open beta than a release. And while community pressure does exist for such an anticipated title, it still shouldn't be the defining factor that leads to the game being this rushed or incomplete. But if there is a silver lining here, it's that Valve has indicated they'll be adding community servers and workshop maps support in the future. They're also very likely to, release more updates to fix the issues, and I definitely think they'll be hard at work. Valve didn't even wait a full day before releasing a secondary update, and that speaks volumes. Also, it's not like I'm not going to cover updates like I'm used to. I definitely will. There's going to be a lot of work being done from Valve, so there's going to be a lot of things to cover. Let me know what you guys think. Please keep things friendly in the comments section, and let's not attack other people. You can still have conversations without being disrespectful. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.